Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds. We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he can't get away. And we're rallying to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's perfect. Boy, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think the days where quarterbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Taken in right side by Barnum. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Hunt brings it in left side. And he'll get away a yard before he's out of bounds. And that's going to set up a 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. It's complete. It's up again. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's brought down after his gain. Second down and 8. Now this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. try and run it with Wilson. And the Seahawks going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
For the Seahawks. First down. First and goal. Seattle.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. You would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on 3rd down, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Charbonnet trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
After being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Charbonnet. Great blocking, and he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Charlie Jones now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. And remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come down here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He takes off, and he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete. Otherwise, there's a football time there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's is exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Second down. That's into the hands of Seahawks. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. They'll take a shot here back in the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. One great work. Just keep those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
A 56-yard
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Corey Wharton now to return it. Oh, he'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. We've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man, Shaheed. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got a chance. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First big for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's a handoff to Walker. He finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run-game assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll step. He'll get into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Myers now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Bengals offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, ball. On the outside, it's hooked in by Chase. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down, coming up.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game, and not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a third down and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now second down throw for Burrow. And we'll get him
do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, your passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
Now the Bengals will call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Seahawks 8-yard line.
Second and inches. Here's Brown. And it's going to be first and goal. Coming up, tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half play. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Ball. The pressure there got two on the as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And now they'll be looking at third and goal. Burrow. That is caught. He's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Now he yards short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? For him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hi, Scott. Thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now, that's complete. It's Yosibon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
30 now. Here's second down and 3. To throw is Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's out of bounds up close to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6. Continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. In for the 2-point conversion, and now the deficit is just a field goal.
I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Here's a short one taken in by Barner. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Second and 10. Run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not out. Gonna lose a yard.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Pop. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult to
contested possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Burrow. Into the hands of Seahawks. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Short one here to Hudson. And no chance to turn it and go. That one's good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Now, Burrow. Caught Gesicki on the right, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That is called in at the 5. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Burrow now. That one, take it in. Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper, and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
And Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals have taken a 4-point advantage. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Whitman. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he won't get away. Good old tackle there to get him down behind the line. To throw is Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker. Brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. No play action with Darnold.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
They come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Even Buckley's receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
His pass is taken in by Shaheed. And a gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back within a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll stop. It's got 5 drives will begin there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
This one Higgins makes the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple. That is complete. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Don't need much. It is third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He has not had the ball anywhere. His first down is the first time. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Carl here on second down. And that one incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackle. I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is second and 4. Burrow to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll step up and win this. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Brown, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down at the 8. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Their second, and they'll get about 4 out of this one right after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal.
Similar to to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end. Michael Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals are going to open up the lead to 8.
Seahawks 17.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Whitman. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open, left side is Barnes. They'll be taking that line swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Look at him. Get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. From the gun, it's Locke. Down the field, he's got Barnum. And he will go all the way. A.J. Barnum. Touchdown, Seattle.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still 1 stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lock out of the shotgun. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. Score game late, you figure they gotta have this one as he'll try non-stop kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense, and they get set to take over once more. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel down should be enough to end this one. Second and 11. Burrow takes a knee, and that will just about do it. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.